Ryan wanted a very idealistic, shiny version of Hollywood, where, of course, we had this twists and turns of how wouldn't it be great if the world was this way, much more open and understanding. It was, I really wanted everybody to look, there was only, a couple shades of red lipstick anyways, but I really wanted everybody to look very put together all the time, which was part of the, right, it was a very optimistic time right after World War II. I've talked about this before in other instances where women that were enlisted or were serving in different capacities during World War II were given a red lipstick with their uniform. So it was part of optimism and keeping the spirits up. And so I wanted everybody to have a really specific look, a very optimistic look, especially for Hollywood. And so we got to do some prosthetics on that. We did prosthetics on the Rock Hudson character played by Jake, and he was great in that. And then he had some teeth later on. Vincent Van Dyke's studio did the prosthetics for that, and they're really beautiful. They're very subtle little eyelid pieces and a lip piece and ears, and it was a really fun little makeup that we got to do on him. And I wanted everybody to look really specific, though, and kind of idealistic of what people think Hollywood is, because we were kind of turning the tables on it. Kind of like everybody looks like this. There's no difference between what everybody looks like and what the reality is, or the anger that happens of thinking people are different, So I really wanted everyone to just be really precise looking. And it was really, I liked the way that everything turned out. I loved working with Holland Taylor. Holland's an incredible person, and she taught me a lot. She was telling me about how she always puts blush on her ears, and how that she was taught that years ago by a makeup artist when she was much younger, and putting a little blush there like pulls everything together. And I've always got lots to learn from so many people, but it was a joy. It was really a fun show. A fun show to work on. We had a lot of crazy stuff in it. It started off to be a lot crazier, and then they kind of dialed it back a little bit, because I think they were kind of happy with the way it was going. But I loved working on it. It was we got to recreate a lot of specific people. And Anna May Wong was another one that I really enjoyed doing. Michelle Krusek, and created that character for her. And she had studied anime for a long time, really embodied her. And so I kind of gave a big arc to her look too, where she starts off very kind of disheveled and downtrodden, and then kind of comes back to her glory. So I wanted to make sure to show that as well. So yeah, it was fun. It was a rewarding project. I liked working on it a lot.